My people on last gen. I told y'all I was not going to leave you behind this year with 2K24. I hope you saw the gameplay sliders in the last video. I'll go ahead and leave the link in the description for you in case you missed it. But yeah, this is everything else. Okay, so I got all the MyLeague settings, so trade, progression, simulation, etc. You know what I'm talking about. And then we also got the CPU versus CPU sliders for last gen in this video too. Okay, and you guys know it's all aimed at, you know, getting the most realism, fun, you know, and in a lot of cases just making the game function, you know, like it should. Now, of course, on that note, this is 2K, so it's never just, you know, get the sliders, plug them in, and we're good to go. It could never be that simple. So we do have a couple situations on our hands, a couple extra things we got to do to make it all work right. And so that's just like a given at this point, but don't worry, man, I got it all straightened out. So by the end of this video, we'll have it all taken care of. You'd be good to go. So where do we start? Well, let's come in here to setup options. Okay, and you will be able to download these settings. Just search by my tag. It's the Popboy on Xbox, and then on PS4 it's the _Popboy. Okay, but once you do that, don't hold up. Don't just advance. Okay, before you actually enter the league, you want to go to the cap settings. Okay, so we come over to them, we see that we got the cap and the inflation, both of those all the way up. All right, and the reason for that, on last gen, like every 3 years, it seems like every time the cap just gets stuck for a year. Like it just won't increase one off season for just no reason. And then it'll go back to normal for a few years and then do it again. And it's, I don't know, it's just no matter what you do. Yeah, so that we basically have these all the way up for down the road because we're gonna need all the help we can get. We're just like in a battle to keep that cap growing enough. Yeah, so that's the biggest reason for that. But beyond that, this is something that's really, really, really important. So before you advance, I don't know, let me just make it simple. So all you want to do is just come to the cap slider, right? Put it down one notch and then put it back up again. So you're just moving it a notch and then putting it all the way back up again. Do the same thing with the inflation, down a notch, back up to 100. And then the same thing with a hard cap. Just move it a notch and then put it back to 260. I don't know why, but that's just to make sure that the game actually gives you those numbers to start off the league. If you don't do that, then it often won't. All right, and on that note, I'd recommend once you get into your league, I would come in here to the salary cap table and just take a look. You can do some quick math to see, you know, make sure that it actually gave you the right starting cap number. Anyway, so that you know, that's an easy way to get around that. No big deal. We do what we have to do. So let's get to the next thing. And with this, you know, 2K, I did watch you just do a patch for new gen and fix this same problem. You fixed it on new gen with the last patch. Any chance we can get, you know, get it fixed on last gen? Like last gen people are still people too. I don't know. We'll see, but it's the two sliders, right? That are still linked for no reason. In case you don't know what I'm talking about, it's the same thing as last year. So the player regression slider and the assist slider in the simulation category. Okay, it's still the same problem. The game's not gonna allow you to set these two different sliders to two different settings simultaneously. So inexplicably changing one, you know, necessarily changes the other, which sucks because we want to have them at different settings. So what do? Well, we're basically just gonna be changing it back and forth, right? So right before game 1 of a new season, that's when we want to have the right setting for the assists. while the games are going on, that's when the assist setting actually matters. So during the season, we're going to have this at 46. Okay? Then we're going to come back in here right before we go into the off season, and we're going to change it to the proper setting for the player regression. Okay? And that's going to be 54. Because obviously during the off season, that's when like 90-95% of the player regression takes place. Yeah, man, round and round we go, basically. We're just back and forth. 46 during season, 54 during off season. We got to manually change it. So, all right, well, we also got the CPU versus CPU sliders for last gen. I almost forgot. So we got that with this video as well. And of course, you can download those two just the same. Just search my gamer tag, the Popboy on Xbox, and then the _ Popboy on PS4, and look for the CPU versus CPU set. Okay, now of course I also got the Google Docs for you in case you want those. There'll be 2 of them with this video, so I got those links in the description for you. Yeah, man, we're ready. We're ready to actually enjoy like a real experience on last gen. Wow, I almost can't believe it, man. So get in the comments, let me know what you're on this year. Okay, let me know what you're doing. I love to hear about that. I got a Pistons rebuild going on, so I guess I'm that guy. But yeah, of course, let me know if you have any questions, you know, with the sliders or anything else. That's a given. If there's something you think I should dive into super deep, do some detailed testing on, if there's something you keep running into, you getting some weirdness or something, just let me know. Alright, because of course I'm continuing to test as usual. Okay, and by the way, what's coming up next? You want to keep a lookout. I got the player lock specific adjustments coming in the next video. Okay, and that's going to be for both gens. Okay, so whatever platform you're on, make sure you subscribe. You got your bell turned on so you stay notified. That's always good, man. I really hope you guys enjoy. I'm just happy. I'm just glad if I could do anything, you know, to help just keep the fun in the game. Keep fighting to keep the game fun, man. That's what we do here. So really hope you guys enjoy. Pop that like button for me before you go, by the way. I appreciate your support. Okay, and I hope to see you right back here next time on 2K with the Popboy.